Hi, I'm Phil Richards from Getwingsurfing. Today we're going to look at the Starboard Take Off with a view to winging. It's a nice big range, as you can see. We have a 7.1, which is 150 litres, a 6.4, which is 130 litres, 5.7, which is 110, 5.3, which is 115 litres, 5.2 at 90 litres, 4.7 at 70 litres, a 4.6 at 58 litres, and the very smallest 4.2 at 47 litres. We haven't got all of them up on display here, but I'm going to go through the range with you now. Let's go and have a look at the bigger ones to begin with, and the bigger ones are going to be perfect for starting out with when you're winging. You have lots of extra stability from the size of the board and the volume, which will help to get you started when you're sat on the water before you're flying, and it will also help you to climb back on the board nice and quick if you should fall off. We have the 7.1 and this one here, the 6.4, which we recommend as the first board to use on your winging journey, because of that extra stability it provides. Once you're up and you're flying more regularly, you're probably going to look for something a little bit smaller that you can throw around a bit more and challenge yourself a bit further. So we come down in size and we've got a 5.7 here. Also not shown, there is a 5.3. The 5.7 is 110 litres, the 5.3 115. With these boards, you're really going to start to feel that the board is more compact and more balanced upon the foil, making the flight a little bit more reactive and helping you to prolong those flights for longer, especially in your transitions. Moving on down to our more advanced boards, you can see that we've got a few more colour changes. This is just for different constructions that I'll talk about later. But here we have the 5.2. It's 90 litres. It's in Blue Carbon Pro. This year they're going to just be the blue carbons, which we've got there. But 90 litres, this board is going to feel nice and light underneath you. It's going to react and respond to your movements, and it's a good all-round size for an advanced winger. Still plenty of volume in there to float you and to help you paddle back if the wind should die, so you've always got that reassuring buoyancy underneath you. Moving on down to the smaller sizes in the range, we've got the 4.7 at 70 litres. For people who are winging and flying most of the time, linking up their turns. If you're still falling off a lot, maybe go for the bigger sizes, but when you're flying more often than you're swimming, these smaller sizes can be a lot of fun to use. Because of the small size and the low mass, you're going to feel it's extremely well balanced above the foil. It's almost going to feel like you're just riding a foil. It's going to react to every little movement you make. Excellent for jumping because you've got a tiny light board underneath your feet. There is a 4.6 58 litre in the range that I'm really excited to get my hands on myself. And finally, the smallest, most extreme board in the range, we have a 4.2 47 litre, which is going to be awesome for riding and surfing those waves and going to give you the most reactive, responsive ride for those advanced wingers who are looking for maximum performance in a small board. Just want to look a little bit more in depth at the different constructions that are available to us. The whole range, other than the two smallest sizes, are available in Light Tech, which are these whiter boards here. These boards offer good performance and they come in at a very budget friendly price point. If you're looking for more performance and a lighter weight, you can always go for a blue carbon board. The blue carbons are going to be lighter, more responsive, and really give you that nice crisp feel. Those are available throughout the range. The two smallest sizes in the 4.6 and the 4.2 are only available in the blue carbon. So let's look at the Takeoff next to the other board in the Starboard range, the Wingboard. And we're going to look at first at the larger sized boards. Visually, at a glance, they look very similar. But when you look in more detail, you notice subtle differences in the shape. In particular, you notice the differences in the width. The Wingboard is a little bit narrower in the bigger size. This is going to help the big board to build a little bit of speed and help it to start to glide up onto the foil. The Takeoff still gets up onto the foil fairly quick, but the rider will need to be a little bit more active in their efforts to get the board flying. At the other end of the spectrum, with the smaller boards, the Takeoff is narrower and the Wingboard is wider. This probably helps the Wingboard when you are sat on the water to be more stable, and the Takeoff, that narrower outline, will help you to start to turn the board tighter without the rails of the board catching the water. In conclusion to that, the Takeoff is a slightly more advanced board to use for riders who are more active in their efforts to get the board up and flying. For Wingboard, still a high performance board, but the rider can be a little bit more relaxed and passive in their riding when using it. Hopefully you found this video useful, looking at the Starboard Takeoff and comparing it to the Wingboard. If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments below.